everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Tech is Hard podcast.
Today we have a guest on the show talking about brand deals.
Also, we talk about YouTube Premium and other upgraded paid services.
And look at some of the cool products released at CES this week.
And much more. So let's get started. All right, welcome to the show. This is the Tech is Hard podcast, where us two YouTubers, we love tech and gear.
We do.
We wanted to make a podcast where we can let other people join in on the conversation, which is always fun. You can listen on all the popular podcast stations, and you can watch and listen on YouTube as well. So either way, we're glad that you're here. Please just, give us a good rating, thumbs up, subscribe, all the things, leave comments. We also have an Instagram channel. What do you call it? Instagram channel? What do you call that?
Instagram account at Tech is Hard.
That sounds weird.
Podcast.
Yeah, at Tech is Hard Podcast. We're posting pictures of what we're talking about. So if you're listening along and you kind of want to see certain pictures pop up, you can check that out there, and stories as well. So we will have that there. We're working to make it better and better as we go. Mm-hmm. So, bear with us and share it out with your friends. That's a good idea. If you know people that love tech and like to listen to, a guy from the UK and an American living in Australia talk about tech. We're not professionals, but we're here to keep it company.
What are you on about, Danny? We're professional.
Next week we'll be professional.
Next week. I meant to do that. I talked about it in the week. I meant to do like a live Instagram story of us recording this. I might do that after and just show people.
You could do it now if you wanted to. That's fine.
Do it. I'll do it. Yeah.
So last week was our first episode. This is season 1 officially, and episode 2, which is we're on our way. We had our episode 1 last week, and today we have a guest on that we're bringing on. Scott Davies is going to be on, and
that's exciting.
And the next guest we're going to have on is the author of this book right here, Comment, Share, and Buy. So that's going to be great. That's going to be in a few weeks' time. Awesome. But last week we talked about starting a podcast, and it was a bit silly. We had a good time, but we had that tip of the day, which we'll do at the very end of all of our podcasts. The tip of the day, and that went off. I've made a clip, posted it on my channel, got a lot of views. People came over to our channel, a lot of views on it. I got a lot of people telling me they didn't know about that spacebar thing.
Everybody I spoke to I told people about that. Nobody knew about that. I'm not going to hold back anymore. If I know a tip, and even though I think everybody knows it, I'm going to let you know. And if you don't know what that tip is, you could, just check it out. That's should we say, or no, you hold the space bar down on an iPhone and you can move the cursor around wherever you want. Just crazy. So
I've
been using it all week. Brilliant.
It's crazy. I have so many people going, I didn't even know that. Like, what? So
Fantastic.
that's kind of cool that people did that. So we also had some comments. Do you have the comments up for you?
Yeah, we've got a couple of comments off Jonathan Creek, who's obviously the guest coming up in the future episode. Leafy made $4 million using a $40 microphone.
Yeah, we were talking about with podcasts, should you get the expensive SM7B or like a Snowball? But he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about just doing it. Just doing it and growing and seeing what you need and then going from there. So
yeah. Doing it is the hardest thing, and just getting started, get out there and create.
That's
Jonathan
true.
Creek always puts, talking about creating, I watch way too much and don't create anywhere enough. Yeah. So I think that's the trap that a lot of people fall into, isn't it?
He wrote a freaking book, and it's at the bookstores and Amazon, and he's
done enough. Yeah, he's done enough.
Yeah, that's awesome. Any other ones?
Yeah, Walker puts ZANDER'S. Xander gets his mind blown. With that. He's talking about that tip.
Yep. He put that there. So yeah, make sure you throw that thumbs up, and that's going to be awesome to see that kind of grow. We also have another guest coming on, and I think. So we'll have guests every other week.
Yeah.
We have a female guest, and she's starting a podcast. She was like really wondering what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't want to give it away too much. So you have to stay tuned for that. So, but
definitely
big news in tech. So let's get to the tech.
Big tech news.
Right, CES Tech this week. Obviously, CES Tech was like all digital because what's going on in the world. So CES 21, there's a lot of stuff announced. Have you watched any of the announcements? Have you looked?
I did. I looked at some of the stuff. Definitely, some of it interested me. Some of it, it's a bit. I want to know more about it.
Yeah, but, I mean, when it comes to CES, it's not new products launched as much as technology being released for future. So there's stuff like new graphics cards and some of the boring stuff like new graphics card, new chips, and all those kind of things coming in the future. So I mean, that's a bit beyond me. But stuff that really caught my eye was this Razer mask. So the company Razer, who make the laptops, famous for their RGB. Have you seen the mask that they released?
Yeah, that's crazy. Like stereo speakers and is it like Bane? Are you gonna be all talking like Bird?
It reminds me of like a scuba diving mask. But it looks like a face mask that we're all wearing at the moment over here anyway. But with sort of scuba technology, so it doesn't fog up the glasses. It's chargeable, so that it's got speakers built in, so people can actually hear what you're saying when you're talking.
That's weird. That's weird.
Obviously, the filters for the health benefit, and it's rechargeable. It's got RGB lights on it. It looks pretty cool, but is this the future?
I hope not. Please, I'm anti, like not anti-masks. Like Brisbane, for the first time, we had to go like a week where when we go into a place, we have to wear a mask. Yeah, and that's the first time that's happened. Well, we've had this whole pandemic, which is amazing. And first thing I noticed. Wearing glasses and having a mask suck.
Doesn't
work. It's like fogs up all the time.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow, I look like an idiot.
Yeah.
So I get political agendas aside. I just hope that masks aren't the future. So I'm hoping that that's just like, hey, look what we can do. Yeah. Please do not make that a real thing in the future. I want to see people's mouths, like it's
I mean, it does have a clear front, so you can see your mouth as well. That's the other feature they did have. But yeah, I mean, we've been wearing masks over here for since March. We've been wearing masks, so it's like a regular thing.
Yeah.
And I just hope it's not the new normal, because that would suck. It really would suck. But
that would suck. What's funny is I found myself, you want to stare at people, like sometimes like not in a weird creepy way, but like you people watch.
Yeah.
And like. I feel like when I'm wearing it, I feel like I have sunglasses on or something. So like you can look and they don't see that you're looking. And I'm like, wait, I don't have, they'll see my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird.
When you want to like,
I know what you mean. It adds a little bit, I don't know. It makes you feel a little bit.
Animosity. Like,
it gives you an extra layer of protection, but it doesn't really. Yeah. But anyway.
Dude, how much would celebrities love this time? Like they could go out into like public areas and probably nobody would ever.
Well, yeah, I suppose they've got away with it more than they would do, haven't they? But the other thing that I really was interested, I saw that would be wicked. Now, I don't know about you, a shower or a bath person, Danny?
I mean, I've taken a shower or two in my life,
but like regularly, I shower.
Yeah,
generally,
yeah, I'm a shower. I'm a showerer. Yeah, not a bather. I'm a swimmer and a shower.
I must admit, in the cold climate that I live in, it'd be nice to get back and have a ready run bath that's hot for you, like just to walk in the house. And there's a smart bath coming out, which like you can set from home or wherever you are in the world, you can set it on the app on your phone. So basically you can say, run me a bath, make it ready for 15 minutes or 20 minutes when you're home.
Oh, and my wife would love that.
Smart.
She's probably listening to that going, I want that now.
That would be awesome.
That's really cool.
Other notable releases anyway from this week was the new rollable phone from LG.
Yeah,
which
I've been looking at that and I'm confused. Can you and also describe it for the people listening? And we will post these pictures on Instagram as well for some of these products we're talking about.
It's still in what's the stage? It's not actually been produced yet, but it's still like a working theory. But it's a phone size and it rolls up to become a tablet size. I'm not sure how they do that. I don't know the mechanics behind it.
Is it like
it stretches? It looks like it stretches.
Like curtains are what they used to use in school, where they'd pull down like a
like a
overhead projector. Is it like that kind of thing?
Similar to that. Yeah.
Wow.
But that would be cool. I mean, I like the idea of I like the idea of having a fold-in device, but having something.
Don't buy Generation 1.
don't do Generation 1. But I want something that is a phone, but sort of folds out to be a tablet, so you can have a bigger screen and stuff to watch movies.
Like a foldable phone, yeah.
Yeah, I want one.
But to watch movies, like you have a laptop. Why don't you just use your laptop to watch movies?
Yeah, but when I'm out and about, I don't take the laptop with me a lot of the time. So if you're on the train or you're traveling, you're on the plane or something, you don't always get a big laptop out of your bag, do you? You want to just...
Yeah, I grab my iPad. You have the iPad, the phone, and the laptop.
Yeah, but you could have one device which could act to the phone and the iPad.
You're right.
That's what I want. I want one device that does everything.
I'm trying to fight the new technology. Get off my lawn, kids. You know.
But apart from that, yeah, there's new Intel chips coming, the 11th generation. There was NVIDIA graphics cards, which is all like the boring stuff. New tellies but that was the stuff I noticed.
Yeah. I mean, so it's funny about the Intel because we're both. Well, you're a PC person, but you have an Apple as well. They got out of the Intel game for Apple, and they're using their own chips, and they also have some rumored products coming up as well, like some laptops, new laptops. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of rumors this week that they're going to be releasing a 14 and a 16-inch version of the new MacBooks when they come out, as well with the second generation of the M chip. So the M1 chip.
Is it already? So they're ready, coming out with the M2 chip.
I think
or
the M2 will be coming out pretty soon. But also the other big news. It looks like they're bringing back MagSafe for the laptops, which is awesome.
That's cool. Nobody asked for that to go away. It's just so funny that they got rid of it. Like, what a smart invention.
Brilliant. I had that on the last MacBook I had, the 2013 MacBook Pro, and it just because you do kick the lead. I've done it when it's charging, and it yeah. So I'm happy that's coming
we
back.
have a MacBook Air 2014 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that has that as well. I also did see that they are looking to get rid of the touch bar, which is a good thing because I have the touch bar, and that is the most. I wanted to like it. I was like, this could be cool. This could be cool.
See, I've got an argument for the touch bar. I don't use it a lot, but when it's there and there's, I mean, for instance, it's very basic, but when you're turning the MacBook off, you go to shut down, and then as your finger comes down, sort of, it's hard to explain, but the mechanics behind it.
Is this a tip of the day right here?
No, I'll show you what I mean in a video maybe, but it comes shut down on the touch bar when you shut down the thing, and I think it's easier to press that than find the power button or just click OK with the pad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it. There's some times that it comes in handy. I have noticed it. It sounds really stupid, but like when I opened up Final Cut Pro and it's like you start a new library and then the thing pops up, new project, and press that up there. Yeah. However, the volume buttons and the brightness and stuff like that were a pain in the butt. Like if I wanted to change the volume, I wasn't. You have a touch bar for your. Yeah. What do you have? 16-inch?
I got the 16-inch, 2019, but I use it. Yeah, I like it. I
downloaded a couple of apps for a touch bar that's like haptic feedback, things like that, and they weren't that good. I think I actually got Pong one time, so the Pong comes up on you play against the computer and you slide your finger.
Got you. Right.
It was just like I want to like this. I'm going to do everything I can to like this, and anyway, enough about the touch bar. Samsung just came up with something too, didn't they?
Yeah, the S21 is coming out. I'm going to make a video. I think I'm going to make a video on it because I think it's horrendous. I like the Ultra.
Oh, okay.
But the actual S21 and the S21 Plus just looks...
I've heard great reviews about it. I'd actually like to see someone say that they think it's horrendous.
You
talked about doing a microcast on that too, right?
Yeah.
On this channel, we're thinking about doing microcasts where we do like a 5 to 10 minute video just like on a product.
I think 5 minute maybe, yeah.
We're calling them microcasts. Yeah, you'll see that throughout the week if you're subscribed on YouTube. I think YouTube exclusive. But why do you think it's horrendous?
The actual design and the colours that they use, the gold, I just don't like the S21 and the S21 Plus. The Ultra version looks sick. It's matte black, or I think it's called Glacial White or something like that, or something
Glacial
like that.
White.
Something like that, or Polar White, something like that.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Glacial White makes that sense, yeah.
But they look really nice and the design looks ace, but the colours and the stuff they've used for the S21, I just don't like it. It looks terrible.
Yeah, well, the cameras though. Did you see there's a 10x zoom, which looks pretty good. There's 10x zoom. There's 3x zoom. Then there's ultra wide. Right? Is it just 3 or is it 4?
I think there's 4.
And then there's a regular one. Yeah, and then some of the sensors and LiDAR and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
but then they have that like 100x zoom, which is definitely like it's a digital zoom. But at the same time, if you're not looking for crazy quality and you just need to zoom in to see something, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I've done it's ultra wide, wide, and then you got tele 2, laser autofocus sensor, and then tele 1. So there's 2.
Yeah. Okay. So four lenses total.
Yeah. I never use a zoom on my camera on the phone.
Yeah.
Very rarely.
No.
So that's why I went for the iPhone 12 instead of the Pro, because I just don't use the telephoto lens. I use the wide, if anything. So
yeah, that makes more sense.
Not for me.
That makes more sense. Well, you did a video recently talking about the glass. The glass is important. If you wanted to get better at the photography thing, sorry, that's a really weird jump into the conversation. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Actually, maybe when we have Scott Davies on. So Scott Davies is coming on here in a second, and we're going to take a break, an ad break, and we're going to come back after that with Scott Davies. So
okay.
Commercial break.
If you're somebody that's interested in wallets or everyday tech, then there is only one wallet for you, and it's the one I use on a daily basis. It's the Exeter Parliament wallet, and it's a smart wallet as well as being a very nice made leather folding wallet. The smart aspect of this wallet comes in the form of their smart tracker, which goes into the back of the wallet just like that. It's solar powered and it works with the Chipolo app, which is a tracking app, and it's a crowd-based GPS tracking system, so you're never ever gonna lose track of your wallet. There will be a link in the description down below. It's an affiliate link, so it helps this channel grow if you buy through that. So that's Exeter wallets. They do different card holders and phone cases as well, so go and check them out and give them a little bit of a follow on Instagram if you want to do that. Anyway, back to the podcast.
Awesome. Well, hey, let's get to our guest. Okay. Our guest of honor, first guest of season 1. Pretty excited about this. Podcasting is so much fun. Let's bring him up. It's Scott Davies down in the Sydney area. Northern Beaches.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Where would you say you're at, actually, in Sydney?
Northern Beaches.
Good answer.
Yeah, dude, you are definitely representing Sydney. Like, you have that surfboard in the background. It looks somewhat set up, like you're like in studio somewhere. It's dressed up.
It lives there. That surfboard lives there. It's unsurfable, that one.
Oh, is it? All right. Well, anyways, Scott Davies here. Scott has a YouTube channel called Scott Davies. Is that your youtube.com/Scott Davies?
Yeah, I think it's Scott Davies Eastgate, because Scott Davies was taken. There's some guy who's got like 14 subscribers.
Oh, don't you hate
so
that?
I couldn't get. I know.
That one guy.
I did change it. Originally it was a lot longer and it was a lot more specific. It was Scott Davies Eastgate and Tech.
Yeah.
But then once I sort of cracked the sort of 1,000 subscribers, I just changed it just Scott Davies. I'll just go the name. It's easier.
And Scott Davies' channel is blowing up, so we'll talk more about that. But I think that it's proper to get to know our guests really quick with a little thing we call lightning interview.
Lightning interview.
Okay, so for the lightning interview, it's going to be quick fireball questions, and you're going to have to answer them as quick as possible. Are you ready for this?
Ready.
All right. What is your favorite / most addicting phone game?
Oh, I don't play phone games.
No way, really?
Not a single one.
Good
Look
answer.
at my phone. Nothing on
Dude,
there.
no wonder you're so productive.
I don't play
great.
computer. I don't play computer games either. I don't have any PlayStations or Xboxes or nothing. Can't stand
There it is. YouTube is your game.
Okay.
Yep.
My turn.
right.
Where are you originally from?
A place called Hastings in New Zealand. So North Island, halfway between Auckland and Wellington.
Okay.
Hence the Kiwi accent.
How many cups? Yes, Kiwi accent. How many cups of coffee do you drink per day?
Far too many. So I used to work at a coffee company, as you know. When I was working there, probably 12 a day, being espressos, lattes, cappuccinos. Now that I'm not working there,
Sorry,
I don't get.
Did you say 12 a day?
Yeah, easy, if not more.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Right, invisibility or super strength?
Ooh, super strength.
Okay. What was your last meal?
We just had it. Some really nice gourmet pizza from around the corner.
Yum.
Who would play you in a movie of yourself?
God, no idea. Mr. Rowan Atkinson.
Oh, good. Yeah, good answer.
Oh, sunset or sunrise? What do you
Sunrise.
prefer?
Sunrise, definitely. I get up at sort of 4 a.m. every day.
I guess, yeah, being on the East Coast, sunrise makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
Talking to sun, say a word in Spanish.
Spanish. Si, senor.
Okay. That's
Good,
two.
good.
That's two, but that's all right. What's the last movie that you watched and actually liked?
Oh, gee. But Avengers Endgame.
Oh, okay. That was a long time ago. Unless you just watched it recently.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I don't watch that many movies unless it's really good. I don't bother seeing it.
All right.
How good a driver are you out of 1 to 10? Or we should do how
I'd
good
say
an e-skater are you, shouldn't we? Really, not driver.
Yeah. How good of an e-skater are you?
Well, I'm a better driver than e-skater. So e-skater, I'm pretty average. I do it for fun. I'm not into slides or tricks or anything like that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So what number?
5.
5. Okay. There we go. That's the lightning interview. Thank you very much for participating, and you get the trophy for. No, we don't have a trophy yet. Maybe
We'll get
later.
one sorted.
Lightning interview.
So your YouTube channel's blowing up. It's. I mean, you.
I wouldn't say blowing up. It's steady. It's
Okay.
growing. It's growing well.
Your stats though are amazing. Like honestly,
Yeah.
he'll share his stats, and we have a little group that we kind of chat with, and he shares his stats, and we're all like, really? You have like 600 thumbs ups and 0
I
thumbs
was
downs
blown
on videos and
away
stuff like
last
that.
week where
Well,
you
I
said
very rarely get 600.
that stat you sent last week where it was like you got 25% of people subscribed to not subscribed. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Well, I think-
mind blowing.
I think where I'm really lucky is that because my channel's so new and so young, it's only 2 years old, and I haven't really deviated or taken a break in that 2 years. I constantly, if you go back over the last 2 years, I think I put out a video a minimum of every week.
Yeah.
And because it's a really particular topic, they tune in, so they stay. So you see some channels that have heaps of subscribers, but they dab in certain different topics.
Yeah.
And so some people, they might see a thumbnail, they don't bother looking at it. Whereas mine's almost always e-skate. It's 95, 98% e-skate.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
man.
that niche, isn't
How do
it?
you find the time? Yeah, that niche does help. But how do you find the time to do all this stuff?
Well, again, I wake up at 4 o'clock, and so my family's all asleep. So I normally,
Sorry,
I normally
4 o'clock a.m.
yeah, a.m.
Danny, there is a 4 o'clock a.m. in the day. You know that, don't you?
I wake up at 4 o'clock p.m.
So like this morning I got up, I did some editing, I finished uploading a video, and then by 7 o'clock I was out actually filming around Barangaroo, because it's sunlight, it's day, it's warm. I was out skating at 7 a.m. By 10 past 8 I was done for the day.
Yeah.
And now once I'm finished here, I'm gonna edit what I filmed today, and that'll go up in a couple of days.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So do you stay ahead of it usually? Like, are you having a scheduled posts and stuff like that?
Nah, I just do it whenever I feel like it. Like sometimes I might do 3 videos in 3 days in a row, then I won't do anything for a week. I don't normally let it go for more than about 8 days without a video.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Like even when I
Sorry,
say I'm gonna
Xander.
take it, even when I say I'm gonna take a break, I don't take a break. Like I did a whole Christmas video and said I'll see you guys in 2021, and then I posted a video the next day.
Yeah, I'm a
You missed it.
big advocate for getting up early in the morning. Although I have to because of my job, but I like even on the weekends. I get up early, get something done. I feel like I've achieved something for the rest of the day. Then, and you can sort of
Exactly.
just get into like a routine. We got to try and get Danny into getting up early.
Oh, shut up. I'm just kidding, by the way. I have to get up early because my dog wakes me up in the morning. So it's just, it is what it is. But no, I definitely would not wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, that's for sure. No, unless that's what you're talking about. Early for me is 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll let you.
But
on.
usually, like, I do that thing where I wake up, I look at my phone, I go through, like, YouTube comments, and then kind of reply to those ones, and then I'm like, wait, it's already 7:30? All right, I guess I better get up.
Sounds like a nice, relaxing morning. I'd love to have a morning like that.
Yeah. Would be lovely. Would be lovely. At 6:30 I get my daughter. Daddy.
Yeah.
Uh,
What are we doing
yeah.
today?
Xander, how many kids do
exactly.
you have?
I've only got one, but he's 14.
you only got
He's nearly a man now. He's 14. He basically looks after
14,
himself.
wow.
Nearly a man. So let me ask you something about your process, Scott. Okay.
Yeah,
Of
shoot.
making a YouTube video. Like, let's go from the beginning of making a video to the upload, and maybe even like a week later. What would be like the process for that? Like, so shooting it. Like, how do you kind of figure that out for yourself?
So Well, I mean, we can even go back a step further to when the company reaches out and says, can we send you a board, or can we send you some products?
Yeah, you know what? Let's jump to that. We'll talk about brand deals first, and then we'll jump to your editing. Yeah.
So
let's go for
so brand deals, I guess. I mean, the guys reach out. I get sort of maybe 3 or 4 WeChats a week or emails a week saying, hey, we've got this great product. Can we send it to you? I don't say yes to everything because one, I don't have time, and some of the stuff is just rubbish. Even skateboards, like some of the skateboards, I'll just go and say, oh, thanks, but no thanks. I've seen it before. It's not new. I reviewed one exactly like this last year, and it hasn't changed. But once we agree on that I'm going to review it, I sort of get them to ship it, get the shipping tracking number. I keep an eye on it, and I start to plan ahead. And I look at my month that's coming. I go, right, I know I've got 4 boards coming, so I'm going to do it in roughly this order. Unless it's a Patreon supporter, so I have corporate Patreon supporters, their deal is no matter when their board arrives, because they pay me a monthly fee, their board gets done within 5 days of arrival. So it just sort of guarantees them a really quick upload. So their board might arrive last, and there might be 3 boards ahead of it, but theirs will get done first. That's part of the Patreon.
Wait, so you're saying that you're like the people that are sending the boards would be a Patreon subscriber? So it's like you're on retainer.
Yeah. So what I've done is I've done 2 personal levels, like for individuals, and then I've done 2 corporate levels. So for businesses who want to.
Genius. That is so smart. Really? Oh my gosh.
And that's why when you watch my videos, you'll see thanks to my channel supporters and its businesses, and then I put their links in my description with any discount codes.
That's
so
awesome.
They pay me. So they pay me sort of 4 times more than what an individual would. So I think it's $20 or $50 American a month.
Wow.
Oh, so then they send you the board. You make the video within a week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I make it when they want it. I make it when they want it. So they might say like, eShark's one of my Patreons. They sent me a board, and I was like, yep, I'm going to get onto it tomorrow. Yeah, let's do it. And they go, oh no, we don't need you to do it for 3 months. We just wanted you to get the board. Just do it when you can. So then I'll put it at the bottom of the list. But once the board arrives, I normally take it out of the box, check for any damage, charge it up, go online, research all the stats and KPIs, because there's a whole heap of e-skate review channels out there which just don't know what they're talking about. And I never want to be one of those channels that quote the wrong battery or the wrong watt hours or the wrong motor size.
Oh, you did that recently though, because I saw.
Did I?
I actually didn't know that you quoted the wrong battery, but then you made that post like a community post about it. And I was like, oh.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say the wrong battery. I just didn't say enough about the battery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just said I just said it's a really nice board. It's a 14 amp hour battery.
Say, yeah.
But what I didn't say was it's actually a 12S 4P, which is much better than what everyone assumed it was, being a 12S 3P. So it actually makes a big difference in the e-skate world when you talk about battery cells and a 3P versus a 4P, because it means it's going to have less voltage sag and blah, blah, blah. Mm. But anyway, so the board arrives, I research it. Yeah. If you're
straight out of my
head. Get to know this stuff. You get to know this stuff.
See, I've done e-skate videos before, and I'm one of those people that hasn't given enough details. This is a nice board, so I'm guilty of that.
Yeah. So once I've done all my research, I normally you can take the board out of the box and do all my sort of slow motion shots with my dolly, or do whatever shots I need to do. Or
we all have the same dolly too. That's the best.
Yeah, I know. It's good. It's such a great machine.
Can I show you something really quick? This is what I did to my dolly.
Ah, clever. Weighted it down.
Little weight, so I can throw it over here or whatever. So then you put the camera on there.
Yeah, that's clever. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I'll get the links off you. and then I sort of film it, and then I just sort of go out, and whenever I'm talking to the camera, I'm not going off a script or anything. I just remember all the stats from looking at the webpage, and then just go for it. And then
you remember it all.
Yeah. I don't have anything in front of me.
Wow,
no laptop, no paper.
That would stress me out so much.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's not that much.
Yeah, but you're a salesperson, right? With Nespresso.
No, I was never sales. I was innovation manager. So I looked after.
Yeah, so you got to remember stats.
Yeah, exactly. I looked after strategic planning, a little bit of finance, a little bit of project management, and innovation, like new products and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. And guess what? He might be moving to Brisbane.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm trying to get him to move like around the corner.
Oh, nice. We're looking at properties.
That would be so good.
And then we go out with the camera and just find depending on the day, if it's a weekend, I'll go a certain place. If it's a weekday, I'll go somewhere else because I know it's going to be not busy. Go and capture the footage, and I'll just shoot everything. So I'll talk crap about extra stuff in case I get back and it's not quite long enough or it's too long, then I can just cut it out. And then I normally come home and I just I come in with the camera and I put it away and I forget about it for 12 hours. I don't think about it. Well, I'll think about everything in my head, and throughout the day, I'll just remember what I said and what I shot, and I'll start to build a little, I guess, timeline in my head. And then I sit down, I plug it in, and then I just sit there for 2 hours. It normally takes me maximum 2 hours to put together from where to go, and then upload it.
See, that's interesting because I when I get back from a video, I feel like I have to edit it straight away, upload, edit, and do it.
Same.
So that's exactly how I feel as well. So that's exactly what I used to do. But that's almost like my nicotine patch is to put it down and not look at it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'd go out in the morning and film, and then come home and the family's up, and I'm like, oh no, I just need to look at this footage, you know?
Yeah.
And they're sitting there, waiting for me to be with them. So now I just walk in, I put it down, and just don't think about it until that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's hard because you're sitting there going, you're like, oh, I wonder what that shot looks like.
Oh yeah, that's the trouble. You get back and I just feel like I've got this sort of story in my head fresh, so I'll have to sort of try and edit it. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's a good idea.
Do you ever go back to videos that you've done, maybe change the title or the thumbnail or anything like that?
Oh, 100%. I do it almost every video. So if you're my subscribers notice this too. Again, this is something cool about having really interactive subscribers. So I will launch a video with one thumbnail, and 3 days later I'll completely change the thumbnail. Either it might be a background change or a new picture of me. It always has a common theme. But every sort of, for the first 2 weeks, I'll change the thumbnail quite a lot. I'll move it around, change the color schedule.
Really?
Yeah. If it's not performing, maybe so like, for example, the Ulanzi one didn't perform very well when I uploaded it yesterday morning. Like, not to my normal stuff, which I mean, my normal stuff, my normal stuff goes really well. Like, I look at the stats, I'm like, that's just ridiculous. And Ulanzi was really slow. Like, I was like, oh. So I went in and I changed the name of it this morning.
It's really slow. Only got 2,000 views in like 24 hours.
So this morning I went in. I haven't changed the thumbnail because I really like the thumbnail. It's so beautiful with my new piece of wood. But I did change the name.
He's got wood.
I've got wood. But I did change the name. So I went back and I looked at the history of what's done well as far as other accessory videos, and I renamed it and I put the word versus in it, and now it's doing really well. So I changed it from just Ulanzi accessories to Ulanzi versus GoPro accessories, and now it's doing really well.
Yeah, it's so crazy, all in the name. Sorry, Xander, go for it. You wanted to say
no,
something.
I find that really interesting because I'm scared. I'm always scared to change my thumbnail and title just in case I'm changing it and then it does well further on down the line. So I've got to get better at that, definitely.
I want to get better at that too, but I think that for me, like for the first week, I think it'd be cool to have yourself in the thumbnail so that your subscribers will see that and be like, okay, it's like they'll see that first, and then later on you change it to something that's more evergreen. Yeah. Sorry,
if you look at I was just going to show you this. So this is where I make all my thumbnails, and you can see on the screen here. Here's 3 different thumbnails, just for the same one. You know what I mean? So they're all slightly different fonts. You know,
what do you use for your thumbnails? On your phone.
Trade secret.
That's Canva.
What?
I'll tell you offline.
Is it Canva, really?
No, it's not. No, it's an app that I use called Vintage Logo. I've had it for about 4 years. It's amazing.
I used that. Wait, it's called Vintage Logo.
Vintage Logo.
I had something called Logo Maker or something like that. But yeah, Vintage Logo. Okay. Interesting.
I use it.
Yeah.
That's where I do all my thumbnails. So if you go through here on my phone, all my thumbnails are on there. You know?
Wow.
Great.
That's cool. Yeah, because Scott Davies used to actually edit his videos on his phone, right?
iPad, phone and iPad, well?
Really?
Sorry?
Shoot it too, though? No,
I used my iPhone to shoot in, and I did all my editing on my iPad up until October.
Wow. And then you got the Sony Z1?
Sony ZV-1. I got the GoPro. Yes. I've always had the GoPro Max, which is the 360, which I never fell in love with because the audio is so bad. So with me editing on the iPad, you had to always record on a separate source.
Yeah.
And then sync it up. And on the iPad, that was so hard to get right because it was audio was either here or here.
Yeah.
You could never get it here.
Frame rates.
Oh, I don't know what it was. It was ridiculous.
That's exactly what it is, just so you know, because I've had that same problem.
Yeah.
And actually, the way I fix that is I get the audio at the beginning, and then I actually either change the video speed or the audio speed to match up with it at the end, and it stays there. That's one way to do it. But you had this amazing amazing idea, and it sounded amazing too. You used your iPhone headphones plugged into your iPhone.
Yeah.
You cut off the earbuds, and you just had the little microphone, and you recorded your microphone, and it sounded. I was like, "What are you using for that?" Like you're using the Max, the GoPro Max.
Yep, that's right.
And those videos that you do, where you're on your board and you're going, and it's like this crazy, 360 experience, and with the Max Lens mod, I just can't stop watching it because it's just like, it's intriguing and it's amazing to see. So, awesome, good stuff. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up today. But for anybody that's listening on the podcast, come over to YouTube, because in a couple of days we're going to have a continued conversation with Scott Davies, where he's going to give us some more advice on building communities and working with brands and all that good stuff, and talk more about YouTube. So thanks, Scott Davies, for being here on episode 2. Yeah. And we're going to take a break.
Commercial break.
All right. So I finally bit the bullet and I got Epidemic Sound. I didn't like the idea of paying monthly for music on my videos. However, since I started using it, wow, I'm kicking myself for not using it sooner. So if you're a creator and you're looking for music for your videos, make sure you check out Epidemic Sound. Link is in the description. Go to their website, start a free trial, and you can see they have a wide variety of really good music and beats, and they're easy to search for in different kind of genres. You can quickly download them, put them on your project, and guess what? You don't have to worry about that little copyright strike. So like I said, check out the link in the description. It will help out this channel, and give it a try for free, and I think you'll find it very valuable. All right, let's go. There we go, back from the break. That was awesome, Epidemic Sound. I'm looking forward to using more of that. Yep. Do you use any of those kind of services?
Yeah, definitely. Epidemic Sound's a good one. I've used Epidemic for a couple of years, and it's just so easy. You don't have to worry about copyright strikes or anything like that, and they've got a really good selection of music on there. Sound effects I use a lot as well. Yeah, man. I said this in that thing, but I'm mad that I haven't started it earlier. Like, I can't believe all the time I've wasted doing that stuff. Yeah. So it's crazy. We'll get back into like those kind of things, but I also want to recap and say that was awesome having Scott Davies on. Scott. And we have a continued conversation that's coming up on Friday, YouTube only. So make sure you check that out. It's a great conversation. Like he blew my mind with some of that stuff. Brilliant. That Patreon stuff. Yep. Like once you've got all that kind of stuff set up, and he's actually getting paid by people for making videos, and that's the end game, isn't it? Really, that's just brilliant.
That is, to be honest, that is. I mean, I'd love to just be. I mean, if you were to calculate how much time I put into this YouTube stuff, I'd probably be getting paid about $1 an hour, maybe. Yep. Like if you look at how much money I make from it, so it's not a very. I mean, a lot of it's like you're just putting in so much time because you enjoy doing it, and if you can get something back from it, that's even better.
Yeah. Less than that, I'd say. Less than that, because I put so many hours into doing it.
Less
many hours.
Less than $1 an hour. You make an Australian dollar an hour, maybe.
Yeah.
But so make sure you please go down and check out those affiliates that we talked about, and that will support us as creators. We don't have a Patreon or anything like that. Actually, now that he's talked about it, it's like, hey, tech is hard. Not yet. Yeah. So, I wanted to talk about the services because we talked about Epidemic Sound. I want to talk about what are the good, extra services like YouTube Premium, Spotify Premium, Apple Fitness Plus, Apple TV Plus or something, Disney Plus. There's all these extra things, which is kind of
all these pluses.
all these pluses are out. And one thing I wanted to say, I just got Premium, right? Yep. So YouTube Premium, and I wasn't sure. I got the what is it, like the free week or something. Yeah. I did a gig, and they were like, be ready for requests because I was going to DJ some music for New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I could just have YouTube open. Then I was like, I should probably have Premium so that I don't get the ads. Mm-hmm. And so I downloaded it. I got the free service, and the ads were gone. Yeah. And that was amazing. That is amazing to watch without ads. And then it blew my mind even more. Sorry, I'll let you talk. But I turned off the phone. Yeah. And the YouTube video keeps playing. And I'm like, yes, that's so good. Yeah. So, yeah.
YouTube Premium is one of those things where I actually, it's $15.99 in the UK, and I cancelled it last month. And then all of a sudden, I think it was Friday or Thursday of last week, it must have finished, the subscription finished, and these adverts started popping up, and I was like, what is this? I can't cope with this. No way. So I've actually resubscribed and thought, oh, sod it.
We spend so much time watching YouTube videos and stuff. Like, that seems like, why wouldn't you? Like, I don't know if I could ever go back to the ads.
No. And
my music channel's not premium, so sometimes if I'm subscribed into that music channel and an ad pops up, I'm like, what is this crap?
Yeah, and it's brilliant for the podcast as well, because like you said, when you lock the phone, the video is still playing, so you can actually listen to the podcast on YouTube.
Safe in the car for driving.
Definitely.
That actually, I mean, think about it. You could get a ticket for having the screen on or something like that, or your battery drains or whatever. We're not selling it. I'm just telling you that I like the product. I like having it. That's funny that you canceled it and you
can't deal with it. What other services do you use then, Danny?
I mean, Prime. I think Prime is one of the best deals out there ever. I pay for Prime with free shipping.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've probably paid for the next 10 years
Definitely,
of Prime just from free shipping.
I'm surprised they haven't put the price up on that, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have Prime as well?
Yeah, we got Prime because it just for that next day, 1 day delivery. Sometimes you can get stuff delivered before 10 o'clock the same day.
It's insane.
Products.
Not just shipping though, but I mean like the TV shows.
Yeah.
I watch Prime TV all the time.
Music as well.
The music it used to suck. It's gotten better.
It's not too bad. Yeah.
It's not too bad. It's not Spotify, but
no.
Do you have Spotify Premium or anything?
No. I've got, with my phone contract, I'll get Apple Music, so that's included. So I've got Apple Music. That's not too bad.
How's Apple Music? I've never.
I like Apple Music. Yeah, it's sort of because I've been an Apple customer for so long. It sort of remembers your playlists from 10 years ago and still gives you recommendations, which is good.
That's pretty cool. We'll talk a little bit more about the rest of the plans of this season, but first we're gonna do our famous tip of the week.
Tip of the week.
Okay, my tech tip of the week is quick recording in photo mode on the iPhone. So, if you're in the camera app on your iPhone, you basically, if you're on photo mode, which most of that is the default mode to be set at, if you hold down the button, the actual physical button in the middle.
Okay, I bet you it's not going to work.
Hold it down.
It's burst mode.
Oh no!
I don't know how to turn that off. I know. I saw yours. Show me yours. Show me what it's supposed to do.
So it basically, you hold the button down, and it quick records. And if you slide over, it locks the recording. So, and then you slide it back. But pretty much, you hold it down, it records. If you let go, it stops recording. So it's like an instant record mode. But if you want it to carry on recording, you hold it down and then slide across to lock it recording. And it
what about swiping the other way?
There's no swipe the other way.
Yes, there is.
No.
Oh.
But
what if you just swipe? What if you aren't recording and you swipe it that way?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, how do I fix mine? I want that. That's really good. You made a video about tips, and you did something with a volume button or something, right?
Yeah, that's the same thing. It's instant recording. So if you're in photo mode, you can hold down the volume up button.
It's burst mode for me.
Oh, maybe you need to turn burst mode
I don't know how to turn. I don't know. There's no there's no settings for the camera. Please tell me this. Like, we can work this out on the podcast. I'm happy to do this. Somebody's got to have that problem.
So scene detection, priorities, fast shutter, intelligent description, smart HDR.
I've looked up burst mode, like just in settings. Like if you just look, there's nothing.
No, there's nothing in there. Maybe.
How do you?
I think, to be honest, you've still got the iPhone X, haven't you?
No, yeah, but I think someone maybe.
I think it's from the XR onwards that it works.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's disappointing. Now I'm gonna have to buy a new phone just for that. I do find myself, like. Well, I guess video's right there. I could just swipe over and hit record, but I want that. I want what you have. That's really cool. Thank you. You blew my mind for that. Thank you. Because last week I blew your mind.
Yeah.
And I actually posted a clip of that onto my YouTube channel and Facebook, and everybody's minds were blown, as we talked about earlier. But one particular guy, he wrote a comment. I'm going to use his tip for this week because, and by the way, we should probably make a note and say that each week it's not all iPhone tips. It just happens to be this way. Or it could be Mac tips. It could be life tips. It could be card tips. Do we have any card tips?
Tricks.
It could be card tricks. It could be magic tricks. So we'll, it's not going to be all iPhones, but Floyd Thorne.
Yeah.
That's hard to say. Floyd Thorne. Yeah. Floyd Thorne. He wrote and said, did you know that if you're typing, you have your little your little typewriter thing up
just
there?
for the people that are listening, I'm doing it on the screen now.
Okay. Yeah. And you hold down like 0. You don't push it down too hard, but you just hold your finger on it, and you can get the degree symbol, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, if they want to type, it's this many degrees. His big gripe on there was that people use like an asterisk or something like that instead. And it's like, he's like, you just have to hold down 0. And so if you look a little bit further onto it, not every symbol, not every number, but some of the symbols you can click on and it gives you different options. Like you have a longer hyphen instead of a dash, an even longer one. You can even have like more of a little like a bullet point.
Yeah.
You can have an upside down question mark if you're writing anything in Spanish. Period. You can have, it's weird, but you can have 3. You can have the ... But it just seems it's just easier just hit ... in my
Oh wow,
opinion.
they've got the different sort of money symbols as well. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
the money symbols. I feel like that can be very important. Like, so if you want to write in different currencies, you just hold your finger down. There's no $do symbol, so I think it's the same dollar. We got pounds and all that stuff. And also, if you do that with letters, some of the letters will have give you options like A. If you're writing in different languages mainly.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. That's a
nice.
quick tip of the week, and enjoy that.
I knew
quick
some
tip.
of those, but I didn't know the degree one.
The degree one, and I didn't know the currency one until I played around with that. So
That's cool.
new tip of the weeks every week.
Awesome.
Tip of the week.
Tip of the week.
Okay. Well, that's the tip. So the rest of this season, we have some fun stuff. We have some cool guests lined up. I'm really excited about the next guest with the author of the book. We have a female guest. It's gonna be great. Great YouTube channel looking to make a podcast. I guess I could say it. Should I say the names or?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So next week, 2 weeks, next guest is Creek. Jonathan Creek is the author of this book. We'll talk about that. And then we have Gina Walters. It's like these are our friends, right? But you know what? Not everybody knows that. A lot of new people here. Gina Walters, it's going to be great. Always have fun with her on the show because she
Gina's
can
great.
say anything. Looks like we might have Chris Tubefix is going to be on.
Yep, possibly.
And I'm trying to get our old friends from Pusha Studios
That
to
would be
visit
awesome, yeah.
because they were going live every day, and then they just stopped. They were out. They got burnt out, and I would love to hear their burnt out story, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's on. I mean, we might have Mr. Beast on instead. I'm not sure, but we'll see. And then on the other episodes as well, we'll have great conversations. We're working really hard to get you guys new tech stuff that's coming out and keeping you guys informed on all the cool stuff. Plus, microcasts is a new thing.
Definitely. Yeah.
And that's going to be YouTube exclusive at first, but if it's a popular thing, maybe we'll put it on to Spotify. Will Spotify let you do 5-minute podcasts?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they'll let you upload any length. So I probably will upload it to Spotify, Apple, all those platforms. It's available anywhere you listen to podcasts. And I think it'd just be exciting to sort of try and, if anything gets released midweek, we can talk about it when it's fresh.
Yeah.
So it's
either one of us or both of us, or
that's
it. I mean, I guess none of us. That doesn't make any sense.
We'll get Gina to do it for us.
Maybe we should start a hashtag. Like there's hashtag shorts. We should start hashtag microcast. So if you know, you'll see it says microcast on there. And then we thought episode 11. So we were like 10 episodes a season, and a couple weeks breaks. And then we thought if we did episode 11, that could be a live stream because we're pretty good at live streams. We can do some
we're
cool
experts.
We're
at this
experts.
Kind of
we can have fun on that. Have some guests pop on live. But then we thought we can do some giveaways because some of these companies are sending us our bigger channels free stuff to review and stuff for giveaways. And we thought giveaways are interesting on big channels because not everyone's going to be like, they'll probably watch the video after the giveaway is done. Like they watch it 5 weeks later or whatever. So we thought this would be a great way. Every 11 episodes, we can do, each one of us do a giveaway.
Yeah.
You have to be watching it live. Possibly. We haven't really worked out those details yet. So
we'll see.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because we can't go live on Spotify or whatever. So, youtube.com/channel/UFCTXYZ. We haven't
That'd be cool.
got that.
I think that the plan is to, obviously we want to build some kind of cool community here as well, that people that watch us normally, but also new people coming in that are interested in this. And we want to also give back to you guys at some point.
Yes.
So, and that we want to start as we mean to go on. So we'll be doing that. That'd be fun to give away some cool stuff.
Absolutely.
It'd be cool stuff as well. It's not just.
I know. It'd be like, it'd be like cool Ulanzi stuff. Maybe we'll give away GoPros at some point. We'll see how the channel grows. Thank you so much for being here and being a listener and subscriber. Make sure you give us a good rating, thumbs ups, share it out. And thank you again, Scott Davies, for being on the show.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And make sure you stay tuned for Friday's continued conversation with guests. We'll have like a whole, it's like 40-minute conversation. Looking forward to that. So thanks again for watching, and we are out. Do we have a sign off? We should have a sign off.
Tech it easy. That's mine.
We used to say like something happens and like tech is hard, but that sounds cheesy. Tech it easy.